kids? Here we are back in the blooming canyon again. We've been walking down from where we stayed last night at Cottonwood. We're gonna go clear to the river today, so to the Colorado River. And I'll turn around right here and show you. You can see let me see, it's right back there. You can see the sun is rising on the other side of the canyon. Now tomorrow morning, I'm hoping certainly before noon, we will be up there. And I think you can barely see it, just barely. But the little waterfall that we went to yesterday sits right in there, in that little hole back there. So we hiked up that little canyon there to get to it. It's pretty neat. I tell you what was nice about it, super hot, you know. I mean, like 90s. High 90s probably yesterday, and get up there and sat there, and I mean there was enough spray coming off the waterfall that literally you never get hot. Never got hot. In fact, all the people that had to go and be adventurous and crawl in there, get all wet, they got too cold really shortly. Yeah, you can see it right there, but you really can't see it, but that's it. It's right there. It's too far away. It's always neat. I love to find water out in the desert. Water in the desert is always neat. Yeah. Last year when I came down this thing right here, I was coming through this at right about noon maybe or something. 11:30, boy, it was hot. I'm liking it way better at 5:30 in the morning, I can tell you that. Way better at 5:30.
Good morning. Well, here we are in the canyon. We're actually down at the bottom where it's a little easier walking. I can actually walk and talk. That's pretty cool. And the views are spectacular. Our little trip to Ribbon Falls, I wish we would have videotaped part of the boulder scrambling and the way in there, man. It was not a trail for sure. We had to really work for it, but it was so beautiful, as you saw in the pictures. That was really fun that we got to do that. Today we're walking down to Bright Angel. It's a 7-mile day, shorter, so which is good. And then we'll basically just kind of enjoy the canyon for the day. My plan is to make sure I stay good and hydrated. I think yesterday was, man, it was just so hot. And had a few leg cramps and stuff last night. So I think I gotta get hydration better. So Grand Canyon, I tell you what, I'm really glad to have done this after I've walked a lot. I can't imagine, I see people in here that, you know, you wonder actually how it's gonna go. We saw at least 2 people yesterday, like heat, sick, throwing up. The Grand Canyon is not to be trifled with. Good strategy. So my challenge today is not to think about tomorrow, climbing out of here. So basically what we've talked about is a good plan. Plan to go up the South Kaibab. There's no water, so we'll need to pack all of our water for the way out. And I was thinking about how to just meter that out. And through hiking has taught me how to have a low gear going up hills and kind of try and occupy my mind through the misery. I count a lot. I'll count to 10 and then count to 10 steps. If it gets really bad, I count to like 4 over and over and over again. Seems strange, but it works for me. So, yeah. But mostly, you know what? I feel so privileged. I get to do the Grand Canyon, but I also get to have time at Phantom Ranch and our time at Ribbon Falls yesterday. That was just, and sometimes if you only get one night, you just have to rush through here. So I'm glad we're getting to like savor the Grand Canyon. That's pretty awesome. So I'll give you a little view of what we're looking at.
Be up there tomorrow morning at about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
That's gorgeous.
Well, congratulations, She-Ra angling. 700 miles for you today. Good job. Check it out. The old speed crowd. Yeah, get yourself on video. There you go. You guys can be on my YouTube channel. There you go. See you later. See you later. See you later.
Here we are, Bright Angel Campground. And we get to figure us out a spot here. It says, the sign says, ravens will attack your backpack and steal your food. Do not leave packs or food unattended. So it's right by the creek, which is awesome. It's very windy, but it's a hot wind. It's pretty warm. And we are now at the point, they don't assign camp spots. Oh, this is the AZT Through Hiker site. I don't know if you can see that. That's where they're putting overflow of a bunch of AZT hikers that come by. We actually got a permit for a site. So, yeah, now we just have to find one sort of in the shade. So what do you think?
I think it's a good time to sit down and have a break. Yeah.
We've got some mesquite trees and a little cottonwood. And then, look at this, a big old black wall.
Yeah.
Up there, that's the west. But it seems like we should be able to get some shade.
See what the temperature is. It's 85 degrees at, what time is it?
9:30, 10 o'clock?
9:11.
9:11.
85 degrees, that's why shade is going to be important.
Yeah.
But the other important thing is the creek right there.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be in and out of there a lot today. Let's see how good the creek access is. It's good to me. I'm okay. I'll stop there right now. 9:11. Been walking since 5 o'clock. What is that? 4 hours? Well, more earlier than that. And tomorrow, guess what? We get up at 2 a.m. and start up that darn thing over there. Look up there. Yeah. I think it's that big rock right there. We got to go down that side and around it. I believe.
Does that even look possible?
Yeah, we'll do it. Well, yeah, somebody already built a trail. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble. Hopefully, we can drive the stakes in the ground easier today.
All right, we found our campsite.
I
think it's going to be a good one. Bright Angel Campground. Well, here we are at our camp. So far, Sterl's hunting shade. I'm sitting in the shade. We just had our dinner, or our lunch. And it is, oh, see our backpacks over there? Hanging on the little backpack racks so the squirrels don't get into them. So we were sitting here and Daryl's looking over at the neighbor's camp. In comes some ravens and grabs something and takes off. So the sign is true. The ravens will get you if you don't get your stuff put away. But they've got a nice little lock box here so you can lock stuff up. It is super warm, but really our only assignment is just to kind of sit here. We'll probably go up to Phantom Ranch and look around a little bit, and they have $5 lemonade and refills for $1, which actually sounds really good. So I think we might go up and do that. And yeah, we're waiting. I am so tired. Actually, last 2 nights haven't slept hardly at all. Hoping I'll get to sleep a little bit tonight for our hike out. If not, we'll get to sleep after that. So, and the canyon is amazing. But I tell you what, if you ever decide to hike the canyon, you really need to talk to somebody about timing, because it really is, yeah, it's all about timing in certain pieces. Like you saw they call that the box, and yeah, that you'd want to hit that at the right time. Maybe next time this is how I'll come down into the canyon. They've been tired after their morning's work. No, I wanted to film just a little bit. That's the place where you get your lemonade. Ooh, super good lemonade. And I want to show you the little cabins. They're super cool. Not sure what year they were built. Daryl was saying he heard that it was like a 18-month wait to rent the cabins. But this is pretty cool. All right, we're taking a little stroll this evening. So we're camped at Bright Angel Campground, and we'll be walking the South Kaibab Trail. But we are getting up very early, 2 o'clock, trying to get out of there by 3:30, or not 3:30, 2:30, 2:45. And then we are going to head up. Jeez, you look at the hill and you're like, where is it we're gonna go? Look at that. I mean, yeah. So anyway, this part will be done in the dark in the morning. So we thought we'd come down. We're going over the Black Bridge, not the Silver Bridge. And so we thought we'd come down and maybe do a little filming of the river, because I'd love to see the Colorado River in the light. So yeah, just finished up with our dinner. Had some cold soak beans and rice with Fritos, and you know those onions that you put on top of green bean casserole? Threw some of those in there. Pretty good. So that was our dinner tonight. And yeah, so we'll take you down. We'll see the river, because tomorrow it will be dark when we go by here. Look at this. I don't even know where they put a trail up there. Be interesting. All right, we're here at the ruins, just before going up onto the, what would have been your view. Phew. Pretty nice view. You may ask yourself, why didn't Grandpa fly paragliders with Grandpa? That is because Grandma has a hard time walking on narrow trails on cliffs or on bridges like way above the water. Oh, I just have to like tell myself, la 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 la, I'm fine. Heights freak me out a little bit. But you just have to tell your mind that you are okay. And I'll give you a shot
trail.
of the river.
Your trail?
Oh yeah. Right up over there you can see the trail cutting up. At the end is a tunnel you go in. That's pretty cool. There you go. That's where we'll be going tomorrow in the dark, down there into that tunnel. There is a Colorado River. Pretty awesome. You know, my mom, she and I freeze-dried stuff for trip last year, and some camping we was hoping to do last summer and this and that. And Daryl and I on this trip have been using some of the meals that she freeze-dried, which I think is great. Since I'm walking this trail in her memory, to be able to have some meals she made on the trail is pretty special. Well, we ate the last one. We ate the last one tonight. Beans and rice at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Oh, that's really, really cool. Walking the Grand Canyon is something that she always wanted to do after she saw it, but life just didn't work that way for her. She never had opportunity really. So I'm getting to walk it, and Daryl and I ate Grandma Jean beans and rice for dinner at Bright Angel Campground. I was happy about that.
Windy morning in the Grand Canyon. Sun's about ready to rise. You can look over there. You probably can just get it like so. You just see it right there. It ain't up yet, but it's a beautiful morning. Obviously, boy, it was hot down there. I mean, we left. You can't just see it probably, but if you look down there, there's a crack down there, and we were sleeping in the very bottom of that. And that crack is like, 1,500 feet deep. It's a long ways to the bottom of that crack. And so we were sleeping down there. Just slept in my shorts on top of my sleeping pad. Didn't even need I draped my little coat over my legs when they got a little cold early in the morning. It was that warm. And up here, it ain't that warm. I got my jacket on now, and I'm not overheating. I mean, I may yet, but it's a heck of a hike, I'll tell you what. And so before we're done today, well, I can show you where we're gonna end up at that elevation up there, but it'll be over here someplace is how we'll do it. And yeah, that's the plan. We got up really early, took off and walked in the dark for probably 4 hours just to avoid the heat, because we melt when we get too hot. All right, kids, look at this. There's the Grand Canyon, and there's the Shira. Morning. Morning. Look at this. Oh man, you wouldn't want to step off of there. I'll tell you that, that'd be a bad day. Look down there. Ooh. Down there is the campground that we left at, was it 2:30 this morning? We left there at 2:30. It's now about 7 or something probably. And when we started the hike 3 days ago, it was way the heck over there on those mountains. Amazing. You know what? We're having a time. It's definitely fun, but I would say there's a lot of type 2 fun going on here. It's a hard hike up the hill. Old She-Ra, the Princess of Power, is powering her way up it. I'm doing all right. It's pretty fun.
But we started at 2:30 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's early, oh my goodness.
The gravity assist for down is really nice.
Yeah.
Well, good morning. You may have noticed I'm not doing much vlogging as we're hiking the canyon.
It's hard. It's a hard hike.
It's a hard hike. That is where we've just come from. And we're actually getting really close to the top. Got just less than 2 miles to the trailhead. And you know what? I could not have asked for a better trip across the canyon. This has just been spectacular. Spectacular. Something I just, you know, it's not like I always wanted to do it, but it was like, man, I'm so glad I got to. It was really, really, really something. So, yeah, just about got this one done. And then, it's kind of weird because it's almost like the Grand Canyon's been this little vacation from the Arizona Trail. I don't know why it feels like that to me, but it really does. Just, we've had 3 days, you know, it's been slower pace. We've been like doing 7 miles, even they're straight up and straight down 7 miles, but 7 miles a day. We got to see so many things in the canyon. It's just been like a little vacation, right, buddy?
Yeah, it was really good when I dumped out those 2 extra liters of water I was carrying.
Hey.
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, well.
Good. Glad to hear it.